Welcome everybody, day 17. Just doing my regular bow that I do. It's that bowing in respect for myself, for you, for others, and for the teachings. So the word that we use in yoga is namaste. And that namaste basically means my higher self, that highest part of me, wishes the best for that highest part of you. So respecting that even though we are different, that we all wish good upon everyone in the world. So namaste. Day 17. Again, we're going to do another slow asana practice, a slow postural practice. And by these practices that we're practicing, we can start to bring more integration within our body, our mind, that fractured part of ourselves that occurs just from living, from life, from being a human. So starting onto the mats, let's get straight into it. We're going to tuck our toes. If you can, we're going to sit back on the heels. Maybe you're off, depending on knees, depending on how that feels. Here we're targeting just different areas of the toes. In essence, the meridians all start here in the feet, so it's actually activating all those nadis, those energy centers, energy lines. You may want to rock a little bit side to side. Take some breath, centering yourself. Notice how you feel in this moment, without judgment, and just accepting how you're feeling. There's nothing you need to do, and there's nowhere you need to go. We're just here in the presence of the room, presence of yourself, moving the body, breathing, and practicing that mindfulness. Aiming to get to yoga. Yoga is an endpoint. These practices help us move towards that endpoint. So release, tap the toes, and we're going to bring the right leg through. So working into a lunge. If you need props, if you have blocks or bolsters, a chair, you could put a chair here. Just sitting in here, getting a stretch through this back thigh, left leg, maybe you're tucking the toe, maybe you can slide the knee back. Front foot can be a little wider. Just breathing here, even up against a wall if you need to be. So just gravity is pushing down that force into the back hip. Maybe you're feeling it in the front. Where are you feeling it? Pose that question without judgment or criticism. And then that left leg that's back, lift the left arm up, so the same arm as the leg that is back. Stretch it. Feel what occurs there. And then release the hand down to the floor, both hands if you can, on the inside. Maybe you've got a little cushion. And just hanging out here. The front knee, maybe you can drop that out a little bit. Move the hips. Explore the shape. As we open up the tissues, the body, we get that prana in, that life force in. And even a few cues. Squeeze your glutes, lift the chest up and forward. It's like a little back bend. May go deeper into the hip. A little bit longer for those that want to get down to elbows, that lizard lunge. Maybe you can get onto elbows. No forcing, just allow the body, listen to the body. And then just slowly, if you need to, slide the knee, the back knee a bit closer. I've just noticed it's quite far away. And sitting back to half Hanuman. So half splits, hamstring stretch, front toes lift up. The right knee, maybe it's bent a little. The body's folding forward. Take some breath. And even just gently now, right foot is down, hands in front of that. Lift the hips, pyramid pose. So the hips are up, left foot is back, right foot is forward. Body can fold over that right leg. Intensifying it, you bend the back knee, take the hips back, front toes lift to be a bit more hamstringy there.
And then for those that want that little bit more fun balance, foot comes down, hands go forward like a triangle, lifting the back leg, so standing splits. The left toes, the back leg can be down, but if you're happy to have it up, let the body just dangle here. Breathing if you can. Holding. Lower the leg, just lower the back knee down, so shuffle it back. Hands slowly pushing back, and then we'll come with the other leg forward. Left foot, step it forward. Lunging on the left side. Again, feel into the shape. So no matter if you're moving quite fast through a flow, or like we're doing now, we're spending time, sometimes the slower you go, the more intense it can be, even if you're not using as much or exerting as much energy, because you're holding the shape, you're feeling it, and you have to sit in that shape, sit in the posture. And stuff will come up, things arise in our unconscious, sensations arise. We sometimes run away from sensations that don't feel as comfortable as we like. In essence, we're always chasing the joy, the high, and we're always running away from anything that doesn't cause comfort. Right arm lifted up, whichever leg is back. If it's the right leg, lift the right. Holding that and breathing. Feel what's happening through that right side or whatever side you're stretching. And slowly lower. Hands on the inside. If you've got your bolster, bring it there. Maybe that left leg or the front leg can drop out. Explore a bit of movement through the hips. And then just slowly we're going to push back. Lift the front toes. Coming back into half Hanuman, half splits. So the left hamstring is the focus, the focal point. Maybe the body can fold. And then just lower that left foot. Back knee may need to slide in a little. We're coming up into pyramid pose, so shaping the legs like a nice triangle. The body can rest on the left leg. The back foot, if it needs to slide a bit closer, do that. Shuffle it in. Breathing in this inversion, the blood flow is changing. You're feeling that in the brain. And step the hands a bit further forward, standing splits for those that want to give it a go. Back leg kicks off the ground, the body in that forward fold. If the right toes want to be down, do that. Whatever feels right for you. Take some breath. Make sure you're trying to soften the parts of the body that don't need to be tense. The left leg will be working really hard, as will the right glute, right leg in the air. And slowly lower that foot. Well done. Lower the knee. And then just gently walk yourself back. We're going to lower down into Sphinx, so either on elbows, if you've got your bolster, hips are on the floor, giving nice deep back bend. Wriggle through the hips, push the elbows, take some breath. So again, if you're having one of those days where you just feel very sluggish, just doing a few simple postures like we're doing this asana practice, and doing a bit of breath work. We're going to do the alternate nostril breathing in a moment. This can help reboot the system, recharge the body. It's real simple. It's the science of the body. We're working with the body and the systems to basically recalibrate, rejuvenate, and rebalance and reharmonize. If the neck feels a bit wonky, you can drop it forward. You can move the head just to get some length and stretch. And lower to the floor, lay flat just for a few breaths, crocodile pose. Allow yourself to come down to the ground. The head can rest on hands, elbows wide. Then we're going to just gently push back into a wide knee child's pose. Get a groin stretch. So push yourself gently back up. The knees are going wide. Feet can be close together like a little triangle. And coming down to elbows. Maybe your hips are away from the heels. Everyone's knees will bend differently. That's too intense for your knees. Either staying there or sitting upright. A real basic one is having the knees like this and even just folding forward. You should hopefully get that stretch through the thigh. You can obviously be on the floor. Some of you will be able to do the dragonfly with the feet nice and wide, folding in. Everyone's bones and bodies are a little bit different. And they grow differently, they spiral as they grow. And this means that not everyone will be able to achieve the same shape or look as the person beside them. Sitting up like me, you can move a little bit side to side. If you've got the knees wide, even moving your torso. Gently walking your elbows out to one side. Just explore a little bit in the shape. That breath, that important breath, it's with us from the moment we're born to the moment we pass over. We're working that breath. We use it as a tool of focus. It brings the mind, the brain, integrates it. So we're really harnessed in the body, anchored in the body, and present in the body. So next breath in, slowly come back up. Just walk your feet in. If you're on the knees, just bring them together. We'll do a little child's pose. So you're just rolling into this snail-like shape. Some of you will have your arms beside, head to the floor. Others, head resting on one or two fists. Just let the breath flow. Slowly come up. Roll the shoulders. That's it. Just do a downward dog just to stretch the back of the legs. Pedal through there. And then come back to knees. Again, we'll find a seat. We're going to work alternate nostril breath. You can be in a chair, you can be on the floor. And just before we do, just to get a little bit of a side bend, some of us may not have got one, just lift the left arm up. So right hand to the floor, we did this yesterday. Just lengthen to get a stretch down that left side, other side. So we're freeing up the tissues, just getting that range of motion back from how it was the day before. And this in turn allows you to be able to sit more comfortably for a longer period of time. Awesome. Find your seat. So if you remember alternate nostril breath, you're using whichever hand. Thumb and pointer finger are closing one nostril at a time as we breathe in through the left first, right out, in through the right, out to the left. And you can also use the traditional pointer finger and middle finger in the crook of the nose, either blocking one nostril using your thumbs and opposite fingers, or I like to gently plug just with the thumb, and that just enables less basically interaction with the side or flare of the nostril. If you've got allergies and whatnot, it's a nice way to do it. So sitting comfortably, elevating the rib cage, so allowing those natural curves of the spine to be in the body. Closing down the eyes. Close the right nostril and inhale left. Close it and exhale right. In through the right. Close and exhale left. In left. Out right. In through the right.
Out through the left. In left. Out right. In through the right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. Just do a few more, your own speed, side to side. Just letting the lungs dictate without force. One more each side, finishing on your left. And just release the hand to the lap, either on the knees or in the thighs. You can even cross the hands gently. Observe the breath. Nothing else you need to do. Just listen and feel the breath. Just checking the teeth, the jaw, the shoulders, the arms. Everything is softening, at ease. And take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Shavasana, laying down slowly, minimal movement, minimal fuss. Here for around 2 minutes. As always, if you want to go longer, you're welcome to, even just pressing pause. Just let yourself be still. When you're on the floor, you can wriggle the hips, something under the knees for support or under the head. Palms up, arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Nice deep breath in. Wriggle fingers and toes. You can lift the arms and stretch and lengthen along the floor. Either roll one side into recovery or both sides and arch. And then slowly, as you're ready, coming back up to a seat. Just coming back to a stillness just for a moment, even just hands to prayer. Just notice how you feel. How does the body feel? Without judgment, just comparing to the beginning to now. And just bring those thumbs at the third eye, the eyebrow center, between the eyebrows, channeling clear thoughts. Bring them to the lips for clear speech, for that heart space, that love and respect for you, for each other, and to the teachings. Thanks everybody. Have a wonderful day.